Hello guys and welcome to my first video, Mossy Maths. It's Tom Moss here, and today we're going to be going through differentiation, which is a unit of maths, part of an AS course, and it's rather basic, and today we're just going to be going through some of the key points of differentiation and how to do it. In future videos we'll be going through the application of differentiation, and if you already have a good idea of what differentiation is, then I suggest you go on to one of my later videos where we look at how we apply it to exam style situations. Okay, so first of all, the rules of differentiation. The first one is to multiply the power of x by the coefficient of x. So all that means is multiply the power by the number in front of the x. Okay. The second one is to reduce the power of x by 1. So we've got an example over here which we'll go through in a moment, but first we need to know the notation. So whenever we use differentiation, we have to use this notation, dy divided by dx. All this means is the difference in y divided by the difference in x. For example, if we have two sets of coordinates, so x1 is 2, y1 is 4, and x2 is 4, y2 is 8. What we would do if we were going about finding the gradient of a line that intersected them two coordinates, well, we would do 8 minus 4, divided by 4 minus 2, okay? Which of course is just 4 divided by 2, which gives us 2. So the gradient of a line that intersected those two coordinates would be 2. Right, so let's look at applying differentiation to this function here. So the function is 5x cubed plus 4x squared plus 2x plus 6. So, if we're focusing on this value here, 5x cubed, well, going by the rules, we first multiply the power of x by the coefficient. So we multiply 3 by 5, which gives us 15. Now, the second thing we do is reduce the power of x by 1. So instead of this being a 3, it now becomes a 2, so we get 15x squared. Now we move on to the second value. The power multiplied by the coefficient gives us 8, 2 multiplied by 4. And the power is reduced by 1. So we could call this 8x to the power 1. But in reality we don't use the 1 because we know that 8x to the power 1 is just the same as 8x. Now we look at the 2x. We can imagine this being 2x to the power 1. So we multiply the power by the coefficient, which gives us 2. And we reduce the power of x by 1. Now with this one, if we reduce the power of x by 1, we get x to the 0. Now we should know that anything to the power 0 is 1. So this is just equal to 1. So again we multiply the 1 by the 2, which gives us 2 again. So we're just left with 2. So if you have something like 2x or 3x or 4x, all that happens is the x is cancelled out and we just end up with the number in front of the x, the coefficient. Now if we look at the 6 on the end, this can't be differentiated, okay, because there's no x after it, so we simply cross that out and this becomes our differentiated form of the original function. So that's the answer, guys, 15x squared plus 8x plus 2. That's all differentiation is. That's the basics of it. I'll write another example on the board and I'd like you to pause the video and have a go yourself, and I'll go through it straight after. Okay, guys? So there's the example. Pause the video and have a go at home. Right guys, hopefully you've had a go yourselves, and I'm just going to quickly go through the answer to this, okay? So that's the answer, that's the differentiated form of that function. 7 multiplied by 3 gives us 21, x squared. 4 multiplied by 2 is 8x, and that just becomes 5. So that's that function differentiated. Thanks a lot guys, that's my first video. Please like if you found that helpful at all, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much, bye.